Ladies and gentlemen, Dick Cavett.
Listen, I have a very depressing weather bulletin to give you. We just checked with... This is ridiculous, I know. But you're laughing at me. Wait till we open the skylight, and then you're going to look silly. We have a little surprise for you. I do this. You're probably wondering why I'm dressed this way. It's a service to bartenders who now around the country can see which customers notice anything different if they're watching the show, and they'll know who's loaded. And no, I'll tell you why this is obviously a wetsuit, as you can see. It's getting very hot in it already out here under the lights. It's a real wetsuit. You know that the Cousteaus have been on the show, and that I like water sports some. I'm not an experienced tank man, you know. I've skin dived a little bit, or skin dove, or skin divin, but and I have this reputation for being a spectacular underwater athlete, which I'm not. But the Cousteaus are going to be here again next week, and one of the experts is here today. I figure most people have never had it explained to them, really, even the simplest principles of how you breathe underwater and what the equipment is and how it works and all. And the man who's with me, I've just been talking with him backstage, is really incredible. They could make about 12 movies of his life. He's an ex-farm boy from Oklahoma. He took his first dive 35 years ago as a Navy recruit. And during the war, he did underwater demolition, working on mines and torpedo patrols and all sorts of things. Got a torpedo once off a beach that had gone up there, and they had to get it back. It was a little embarrassing having it sitting there. And he's worked with the Cousteaus a great deal at Santa Ana. He's an instructor now down with them. And he's here to bring greater depth into my life. We welcome the remarkable Tommy Thompson. Hi, you were a frog man. You were all those things, I guess.
They've called me many things in my day, Dick. As long as they pay me often, that's all I care, really.
What about you were telling me backstage that you actually have been in a situation where you're underwater, and you had to do demolition work on something that you had never seen before during World War II. How do you know what to grab onto and what not to touch?
Well, you really don't. Most of it is by feel, and you hope you just don't grab the wrong thing and blow something up in your face, you know. But many times, although you haven't seen the weapon, you really can't see it underwater.
How many of your colleagues didn't come back?
Oh, I really don't know. Several of them, several good friends. That we still lose them occasionally from demolition work left over from World War II.
That's amazing. I know you can't tell exactly where it was, but after the war, they found... and I guess they still find something unexploded in what we will have to refer to here as a major West Coast harbor. You can't tell where it was.
About 1962, we were on a training exercise where we were only using 4 pounds of explosives, and some of the divers swam up on an object that looked bigger than 4 pounds. And it turned out to be a 1,000-pound bomb that was still live, probably left over from World War II.
Was it ours or theirs?
No, it was ours. It was one of our own. But it'll kill you just as quick as anyone else's.
Anything over 900 pounds,
yeah, that's right.
I expect. And what was the story about a torpedo that went up on a beach somewhere? Was that in Mexico? Or?
About 1962, we lost one of our most modern torpedoes, shall we say. We thought it sank near San Diego, and a few days or a few weeks later, it turned up on the coast of Mexico. We wanted it back very badly. I was designated as the officer in charge to go get it. Well, we swam ashore in the black suits, you know, the bad guy in the black suit. And we were met by the Mexican army with cocked rifles. You know, we really didn't have a sign on to say who we were, but we got the torpedo back.
Well, did you do pantomime, or did you speak Spanish?
No, your Spanish comes out rather rapidly then, when the fellow's got the cocked rifle there in front.
You'd be amazed how many languages you can learn quickly.
That's right.
What are you afraid of after all you've been through?
The New York City traffic.
Well, I meant besides that.
No,
somebody said you were the dynamite.
Yes, one of the most dangerous things, and the thing that demolition people hate to handle worse than anything else, is the common dynamite that we use because damp weather, wet weather like we have today, and the age of the dynamite, the nitroglycerin will have a tendency to drain to the bottom, and it becomes very dangerous when you're handling pure nitroglycerin.
So the newer the dynamite, the better.
That's right.
But the nitroglycerin begins to settle or something in it?
That's right. Dynamite should be turned just like good wine. It should be rotated occasionally so the nitroglycerin does not drain to the bottom.
Gee, I'm glad to know that. I run home and turn my dynamite. Yeah. I know you do teaching and lecturing, instructing. Do you have any famous pupils out there in California?
Well, a few years ago, when we had the infamous oil leak off Santa Barbara Channel, Congressman John Tunney, he was a congressman at the time, he's senator from California now, wanted to go down and actually take a look at the oil leak himself. So I was designated, shall we say, by Captain Cousteau to train him, take him down and show him the oil leak and bring him back safely and put him in his car at the parking lot, and also to make him look good on television.
Did he know how to drive as well? I mean, you said...
Well, hopefully. I'm not a driving instructor. I'm just a diving instructor.
But a congressman went to the bottom of the sea.
Yes, sir. 200 feet. We took him down there and showed him the oil leak, let him look around, let him pick up samples.
Right.
And he and I, by the way, are very good friends. Hopefully he still has it, an autographed picture of us in our wetsuit, our diving equipment, in the Santa Barbara Channel, hanging in his office in Washington.
That's great. To demonstrate a couple of things here, we ordered a spectacular water tank, and I think you can see it back there. I certainly want to thank Mickey Rooney for uprooting his swimming pool and sending it to us. When we come back, if you'll show me, should we go upstage now? Oh no, we have a message. We're going to try to fit me into the tank one way or another, and then Art Carney, Alexa Smith, and Clement Freud are going to get in it, whether they know it or not. Not really, but stay with us. We'll be back. Just give us a quick run-through of the basic equipment that people...
The basic things that we'd like to start with, Dick, is the face mask, which is a rubber skirt, really, with glass in front of it, safety glass, and it makes an air pocket in front of your eyes so you can see. As you know, you're practically blind in the water without this. Then we attach to the strap that goes over your head a snorkel. And the snorkel is an accessory, really, to permit the diver to breathe while he's on the surface with the water supporting the weight of his body. Yeah. And you can breathe through the snorkel with your face in the water to see where you're going. Then we have such things as we call a personal flotation device, and this is primarily used for the divers who have a long swim, they have a way to go back through the surf, back to the beach, or if they happen to pick up, on the West Coast we do, a big bag of abalone or lobsters. And you bring them to the surface, and they're sometimes heavy. So we inflate this orally by mouth, and it offers buoyancy on the surface. Then the necessary things, and many people ask and say they're afraid to get in the water, they're afraid they'll sink, they'll go to the bottom. But we must add weight, and even in the small tank today, we'll have to add about 8 pounds of weight to make you go down. And again, this is the safety device. The weight belt goes on the diver. It is with a quick release. So if he does have an emergency, or if he does need to come to the surface, all he has to do is to drop the weight belt, and then his body will come to the surface.
How do I signal you if I'm having an emergency?
If you're having an emergency, say if you ran out of air or you need to come up, go across the throat like this.
Oh, could it be another signal? I don't like
yeah. We have a...
Sure. Okay.
We have some... standard worldwide accepted signals. For instance, I trained a group of Iranian divers at one time. On the surface, I could not speak to them at all, but in the water, we could communicate good.
With these worldwide signals?
Yes, that's correct.
Well, and what are some of them?
For instance, this means all right. I ask you a question. This
right.
means to go up, this means to go down, this means that you're out of air, and this means for you to stop and stay where you are.
Won't I know if I'm out of air before you do?
Yes, but I like to know also.
Okay. What's the first thing I should do?
Go and get in the tank, and then the first thing that we will try will be the face mask and the snorkel.
Is that a piranha in there?
Yes, it is. I get to keep the fish, by the way, for dinner.
We ordered a school of fish, but...
Just like that. Go right ahead, Dick, and just stand in there.
Oh, it's cold in there, see? It is a tame fish, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Now, Dick, in order to keep the fog in order to keep the fog from the inside of your windshield, which is your face mask, you can leave just a bit of water in your mask and then wash it off with the water that's on the inside.
Okay.
That goes in your mouth and just breathe out. All right, if you're ready, just kind of duck your face in there and look out through here so the camera can see you, please. There you are. See how he floats and comes back to the surface? Dick, I'm signaling to you.
Sorry. I hit the backdrop. Do I win anything? I'm sorry. Did I get you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm used to water, but you can watch the signal through there. I can talk to you that way.
All right.
Can you see?
Yeah,
There we go.
That's got enough weight on.
It does not have enough weight. See there? Okay? There you And this is the way we travel on the surface, right? He's out of air. He can't hold his breath very long.
I think I can.
But the wetsuit offers about 8 to 10 pounds of buoyancy. Your
Yeah.
body is buoyant, and that's why you keep floating to the surface.
It's amazing. I have to fight to get down.
That's
there.
right. That's right. And many people are scared of the water. They think they'll sink and go right to the bottom, and you can see they will not.
Now, the thing that Jacques Cousteau invented was the regulator.
That's
Is
right.
that right?
That's the device right here on the tank.
It's an ingenious thing. Let's show.
The regulator actually offers to you and gives to you automatically, regardless of the depth that you go to, sufficient air to breathe.
Uh-huh.
It's very simple. Now, Captain Cousteau and Emile Gagnan perfected this regulator many years ago, about 1943 to be exact. Captain Cousteau still holds the patents on this. This happens to be one model that we make. We make many different kinds depending on what your job is.
And that will just supply the amount of air that I need.
That's
which
right.
Is a miraculous
That's right.
idea.
And the thing of it is what we call a demand system. It will not waste
Sorry,
the
I swallowed
air.
some water.
We have plenty of it. Go ahead.
Sorry. Pardon me for spitting on you. I usually wait till after. There's something in the water.
But this will automatically furnish you sufficient air regardless of the depth that you go to or the work that you're doing, or as we say, regardless of how scared you get, because a scared diver breathes more air than one who's calm.
Does he really?
Yes, he does. So
Okay.
put that in your mouth and just try.
In the water?
In the water, if you like. I'll hold this up. There you are.
Forgot my mask. I didn't have a mask on.
No,
Did you
that's
notice
all right. You
that?
really don't need a mask.
Do we have a message? Oh, okay. We'll be back after this message of interest. This is an amazing thing. I had this on earlier, and it's a little frightening at first because you feel claustrophobia. And this is something you've designed that will go down to 1,000 feet.
Yes, This is something we
Wow.
designed and we built, and it has been used to a depth of 1,000 feet. A few weeks ago, some Navy divers made a saturation dive to 945 feet.
So you're pretty confident about it.
Yes, this one happens to be mine,
Yeah.
so I think it'll last in the bottom of the
And I have an
tank.
air supply here.
Yes.
When you get in there, you really feel like you're buried alive, even though you're not.
All right, here's your air, Dick, right there.
Does this have a microphone in it? Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
Oh, you can?
How do you read me?
Fine. Now, what shall I do? Do I use this underwater
Yes.
to control my own?
That's right.
Is there any way I can completely cut off my air accidentally?
No, you cannot, even if you shut the valve.
Okay.
Go ahead, hold it against your face, Dick, and go ahead on in the tank. I'll give you a few things to do.
Okay.
You know, if I'm going to pay you, I want you to work. I'm going to drop some money for you, Dick.
What'd you say?
I'm going to drop some money for you. See if you can retrieve it.
Yeah, I keep floating to the surface. How are you?
I'm fine. Are you nice and cool in there now?
I think the fish in the water.
That's the rain they picked up outside this morning. You look great there, Dick.
Thank you. I feel ridiculous.
You've got a nice hand on that. They think you look ridiculous, too.
Oh. Tell them to, never mind.
Now, Dick, if you will, open the valve wide. You can see how much air you can get through there, actually.
Oh, yeah. Why do I hear...
Oh, you're running the tank over.
What?
You're running the tank over. Too much air.
Oh, okay. I don't hear anything now.
No, I'm not talking to you.
I know, but I don't hear any air coming in either.
Yes, you have lots of it. We see it coming out.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, you want to shut your valve and let's see how long you can hold your breath.
Are you kidding me?
I'm going to pass a message down to you. I've got something I want you to accomplish while you're down there.
Okay. I decided to do the rest of the show from here.
You think it is raining hard outside, don't you?